A close friend is good for a lot of things, but helping you find a new opportunity isn't one of them. According to one of the most influential research papers on sociology, 84% of respondents got their job through a weak relationship, myself included. In this video, I show you 3 LinkedIn tips you can use today to connect with relevant LinkedIn professionals you have a weak relationship with, but who are more likely to help you than your close connections in getting your next job. So let's get started. I'm living proof that the strength of weak ties, a concept first explored by Mark Granovetter from Stanford, is a real thing. His research revolved around the idea that people whom you spend a lot of time with swim in the same pool information as you do. So we depend on friendly outsiders to bring us information beyond our immediate circles, which makes a lot of sense. My buddy Akash, who's an amazing human being, helped me land a job at Google 4 years ago. And although we're tight now, or at least I think so, back then, we were your acquaintances at best. So how do you find these useful weak connections on LinkedIn, and more importantly, get them to help you land a new opportunity? Tip number 1, use the filter feature to find alumni working in specific fields. Connecting with your fellow alumni is a no-brainer, but make sure to take it a step further by being very purposeful in your search. If you go to the LinkedIn page of your college, you can click the alumni button to see everyone who has associated their profile with the school. Yes, they are all your alumni and you already have that in common with them. But instead of blindly sending requests to everyone, you can use a filter feature to narrow your search. There are 3 ways to use this search field. Number 1, you already know the general field you want to be in, and you want to find someone who's more experienced or knowledgeable so you can learn more from them. Let's say you know you want to be in sales. Then you might want to type an account manager in the search field, and LinkedIn will output a list of alumni who have account manager in their current title or in their previous job experiences. The second way to use a search field is when you want to learn more about a position and company, and you want to connect with someone who is familiar with the role that you're applying for. Let's say you're in retail and applying for a marketing position at Nike. In that case, you'll type in Nike marketing, separate it by and you'll see a list of alumni who are currently working at or have worked at Nike. Finally, if you're looking for inspiration or just generally curious as to where your fellow alumni have ended up, you can click to expand where they work section to see the companies with the most alumni from your school. Pro tip, this filter feature works for a company alumni as well. Simply go to your company page and click on people to run similar filters to find even more relevant connections. If you found this first tip helpful, let me know by dropping a like and commenting down below which industry you want to learn more about using this feature. Tip number 2, message anyone on LinkedIn without being directly connected to them. As you probably know, you're only able to message someone directly on LinkedIn if they're first-degree connection or if you have a premium account. Fortunately for us, the LinkedIn Groups feature provides us with a small loophole. For example, if I go to the EY group, a group I'm part of because I used to work at Ernst & Young, I can click the See All button here and message any one of them without being connected beforehand. So if I wanted to apply to Accenture, I might just message this person right here directly. Of course, this only works if you're already in the group. If you're a current student, I highly recommend you join your school's official group and any related alumni groups. If you're working professional and you want to branch out to other areas, I definitely don't recommend you disguise yourself as another company's employee, but rather join a group where you share similar interests and background with existing members. For example, for me, I might search up product marketing in groups and request to join this group I see a few of my first-degree connections are already in. Hopefully, the admin will see my current role is in product marketing and approve my request, and then I'll be able to network and connect with product marketers who have since moved on to other roles I may be interested in. Pro tip, other than using the group to message people you're not yet connected to, you can also post a request for career advice, but be specific about what you're looking for. For example, I recently saw a post from a current senior at Emory University saying that given the whole COVID situation, he is very interested in pursuing a career in business continuity consulting, a very niche field of consulting, and what classes he should take to prepare beforehand. And within 24 hours, he got multiple responses from alumni, even though it's a very niche vertical. And guess what? He just expanded his network by posting this question, because if he follows up with those alumni, he'll probably end up learning about specific opportunities. By the way, I have a community of my own, a Facebook group where I one of our first exclusive weekly tips. Consider joining if you haven't already. I'll link it down below. Tip number 3, connect by sending a custom thoughtful request. So whether you're connecting with someone you found through tip 1 or messaging someone directly via tip 2, you to craft a thoughtful message in order to get an engaged response. In my experience, 3 types of messages help you leave a strong impression on the other person. Number 1, you write something relatable. Number 2, you compliment them. Number 3, you try and add value. If you look at this message I received a few weeks ago, "Hi, Jeff. Came across a Q and a video on YouTube. Really enjoyed learning about your career trajectory, especially about the ad tech from management consulting part. I'm an education student. Interested in exploring opportunities in consulting. Would love to stay connected." So not only do I feel good, she watched my YouTube video, but she mentioned something very specific from that video and relates her career trajectory to mine. Or take this other example from a high school friend who I haven't caught up with up until a month ago. "Jeff, been viewing your videos on YouTube. Hope you keep it a good work. Sending you greetings from Korea." Also a thought, I think you could also try content on LinkedIn in job searching. Try it in a true topic, see if your audience likes it. If you're watching this video, you know that I took his advice. He didn't come off as a know-it-all, but as someone who generally wants to help me, and he definitely has. Pro tip, if you're using a LinkedIn app on mobile, you have to click the More and Personalized invite to send a custom connection request. So definitely don't use the default connect button. Finally, you want to make sure your LinkedIn profile is ready to passively receive traffic when these people check you out before they respond. So make sure you check out my LinkedIn profile video as well to fully optimize your LinkedIn presence before sending out those connection requests. For example, one of my tips was to use free online tools to create a more professional profile picture and LinkedIn banner. After following the step-by-step instructions, one of our viewers, Connor, actually took it a step further and added his own tagline to his new and improved banner. This is the before and this is the after. As you can see, he states his value proposition in a concise and easy-to-understand way to the attention of potential employers and clients. And there you have it. 3 practical tips you can use today to leverage your weak connections on LinkedIn. Of course, if you find success with this, don't forget to pay it forward when someone reaches out to you as well. I hope this video helped. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you have any questions. See you on the next video. In the meantime, have a great one.